If Anything Happens to Me by Luanne Rice. I hadn't visited my sister in 30 days, but today was June 9th, and I always showed up on the 9th of the month. I felt guilty for staying away so long. To make it up to her, I packed a basket of wild strawberries into my backpack, picked a bouquet of sweet peas, her favorite, and headed out. It was late afternoon, and a steady breeze had picked up. It made me thinking of sailing. Eloise and I should have been on a boat, feeling the breeze in our hair. We should have been talking about this picnic to the Dauntless Island instead of having it in the woods where I was meeting her. I walked through town. We lived in Blackhall, one of those postcard pretty New England villages with sea captains' houses, rose gardens, and white picket fences. Stately maple trees lined the streets. The deep yellow sunlight burnished everything, made the town even more beautiful. I passed our high school. As of yesterday, we were out for summer vacation, so no one was there. In September, I had been a junior, and Eloise was just 1 year behind. I wished I left earlier, but honestly, I'd been finding reasons not to leave the house. I just wanted to see her, but I also didn't. Eloise would be disappointed. She could read my mind, and I could read hers. She'd be hurt that I only came to see her once a month. She would have preferred it to be more often. She would have liked it to be every day. I could hear her voice, predict what she would say when I stood in front of her. "Seriously, Eily? Where have you been?" I could see her little frown, her furrowed brow, the familiar expression she wore when she was frustrated. "You know I've been busy." "Busy," I would reply. "Doing what?" Exactly. Come on, Ollie. You should know better than anyone. "Eloise, we're TGWTMR," she would say, her expression softening, a smile entering her voice. "Yep, the girls with too much responsibility," I would say, and we would crack up laughing, and everything would be okay again. Our grandmother used to tell us, "You'll have many friends in life, but only one sister." And she was right. I felt it in my bones, that I would never love anyone as much as Eloise. People sometimes thought we were twins at a first glance, because we were the same height and had similar features. But Eloise's hair was blonde, and mine was more a reddish color. And while my eyes were blue, Eloise's were hazel, the same color of green leaves overhead, touched by the magical late-day golden light. "You can trust the universe," Eloise liked to say. In response, I'd give her my best skeptical raised eyebrow. "You sound like Dr. Hish," I'd say. Dr. Hish was the therapist we used to see. "Well, she's right," Eloise would insist. My sister was sunshine and optimism, and she believed that everything worked out in the end. It was shadows and hesitation with a hard shell. This was the best way. Protect myself from everything and ever getting hurt. Let these things roll off my back. Our parents had died when we were very young, so long ago that only I remember them. Eloise didn't at all. But I knew she felt their leaving, their emptiness that filled her house after they were gone. So it made perfect sense, our need to hold tight to each other. I reached the arched stone bridge that led from Main Street onto a footpath into the braided woods, and my whole body tensed. In spite of almost summer air, this temperature seemed to drop, coating me with frost. Eloise and I would come here to go birding, either just two of us or with our nature club from school. We had been avid birders since we were little. These woods were a perfect place to see migrating warbles each spring and fall, to listen for barred and great horned owls at dusk and search for their pellets in daylight, to spot red-tailed hawks hiding in the foliage as they watched for prey. We had actually come into these woods with our nature club the morning of October 9th, the same day it happened. Later that day, Eloise had disappeared. Exactly 8 months ago. My sister had been gone that long. We told each other that we were best friends, not just sisters, and that we would always stay close. We would probably go to the same college. Definitely live in the same town after graduation. It was our promise, and she had broken hers. I know, it wasn't fair for me to feel that way. She hadn't meant to go away forever. It wasn't her fault. But the fact was, she wasn't here with me anymore. The best I could do to keep my vow was stay true to the ninth. Every month since October 9th, rain or snow or shine, I'd been there. November 9th, December 9th, January 9th, February 9th, March 9th, April 9th, May 9th, and now June 9th. People might think me strange for bringing strawberries and flowers. They'd say, "What does Eloise care? What good are they to her?" Well, I know she would love them. So that was why I brought them. Just like I brought her apple cider, Christmas cookies, pine cones, roasted chestnuts, clementine, lemon cake, Valentine's hearts, and lilacs on some of the ninths. I packed up her favorite treats, things I was sure she would like, and carried them right here into the braided woods. This was where I visited her, not the cemetery with all the oaks and the weeping willows, its century-old gravestones for 12 years since our parents died. Our grandmother took me and Eloise there to leave flowers on their graves. It's a place full of history, with some of the tombstones dating back to the 16s and crumbling with age. While Graham tended the grass and plantings, Eloise and I would make grave rubblings of the angels and epitaphs carved into ancient sandstone and shale, and think about the people and their lives. Believe it or not, those were happy times for us.